I wear my sunglasses when the sun is right in my eyes. Hey everybody, it is Drive with Dad, episode 3. I've got my lovely assistant here. Oh my goodness, and I have a golf injury. I hurt my deltoid. Is the deltoid and the tricep attached? Or what? We're here in beautiful Thorncliffe Park, Toronto, and what I got today when I went to my post office box is one of these beautiful tickets from the red light camera. Why don't you do the unveiling, darling? There's 2 of them. So we're gonna go over what to do when you get a traffic ticket. Now these are the automated speed camera tickets in Toronto. The rule of thumb, number 1 thing you do is always fight your tickets. It doesn't matter if you're guilty. It doesn't matter if you went 3 times the speed limit. Here we go.
Demi 648.
That's the new Honda Civic. And
the Donway West southbound near Duncairn Road.
Yep. What was he doing?
He was doing 53 kilometers in a 40.
Wow, 13 over the limit. What a criminal. Arrest this man immediately. So, what do we do?
Administrative penalty
So,
is
number 1.
$88.25.
This is an administrative penalty. That means it is not the same as a traffic ticket that a police officer gives you. You don't go and fight it in court. You go and get a hearing with the administrative. It's in the name. Administrative penalty. Imagine if you don't renew your license plates. It's a penalty, like a fine, like a.
So there can't be
tax.
any points associated.
No points,
with
no
this
nothing.
Big thing.
So every single time, fight it. The city of Toronto just doubled the number of speed cameras.
Owner may request an appeal no later than 30 days after the date.
Yeah, you got to do it within 30 days. You got to fight the tickets. Because you think of how many people, last year the city of Toronto made about $40 million off of these tickets. That's just because half the people pay automatically. What you got to do is request what?
Oh, that's good. Okay, so you can request a appeal.
Yep.
Within 30 days.
So number 1, you got to appeal.
Make sure that you show up to your appeal.
Yeah, you got to show up to the appeal.
If you don't show up,
it's on Zoom, right?
It's electronically. Reviews are held electronically.
You show up on Zoom.
If you forget to go to Zoom, they charge you another $60. So you can't forget. Put that in your calendar.
And then I think then if they uphold the charge, you have another appeal or something like that. So basically, you have to dispute your tickets. Don't just be a moron and pay your tickets.
So here's what you do. You look up your penalty through the web page above.
Yep.
And select dispute or request an appeal.
Yeah, Toronto administrative penalty lookup.
Yeah.
I am not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. I'm just somebody that has 4 kids and a whole bunch of Afghan refugees. I probably have about 60 tickets that I'm currently dealing with, and I could show the huge file. So this is red light camera, speeding, automatic speeding. You get a cop pull you over, the latest one I had. Oh, you're the tint on your windows, or the there's a cover.
The refugees they got a ticket for
high beams.
Having their high beams on.
I mean, they're driving around with their high beams on. They thought it was a foggy day, so why not have your fog lights on? So anyways, the guys, do not be afraid to fight your tickets. My dear friend, Pastor Police, go back in the videos. The pastor and the policeman officer says always fight your tickets. The worst thing that's going to happen is you'll have to pay the same amount, but you'll have a little bit later. So
wait, is there another one?
Yeah, there's 2. We got 2, folks. So that was number 1 is speeding. Number 2 is this one. I'm going to try to eke by this guy. I hope I don't.
Oh, this is a red light camera.
Red light camera. I'm not commenting on the morality of it. I'm commenting on the administrative aspect of the government. If you fight it, you appeal it, there's a chance they will say, oh, okay, fine. Do you want to pay half? They want a conviction. The police, separate from the courts. Now, how did I learn all these wonderful lessons? I got pulled over and my car got taken because I was doing apparently more than 40 over the speed limit. I don't know how that's possible. So going through that whole process, I became an expert on that. So that's a red light.
That one's a red light.
So one red light camera, you got to appeal the automatic speeding. These are administrative penalties. There's no points. If a cop pulls you over, you get a ticket. Then you go to court, hope the officer doesn't show up or they want to knock it down. They're always going to give you a plea deal. Learn from O.J. Simpson. Never plead guilty. Fight it till the end until they say either not guilty or they give you a plea deal. So that's the thing.
We are in no way condoning reckless driving.
No.
Please drive the speed limit.
Do the speed limit.
Stop at your red lights. However,
Chris McLeod, my day has been terrible because my arm hurts because I went golfing and I was smashing 300, well, maybe 200 and change yard drives. Boom! But now I'm at the age where I should have warmed up instead. So I'm just blasting those a leave while I file for an appeal for my kids' traffic tickets. So don't just pay your tickets, folks, like a dork. Fight it. One time.
You don't even have to use the word fight. Appeal is
Appeal,
so much
just appeal.
gentler. I'm
going to tell you, I had a situation where I got... The reason we started fighting these is because we got one for 11 over the speed limit. Send you a picture. Pay this $60, $70, $80. We said, this is crazy. I got to appeal it. I appealed it, went to court. I'm sitting in the court on Zoom. You know, you just sit there, you put your name and say, okay, Cuthill is the next one. Hello, your worship. What happened? And the guy said, the lawyer for the government said, Your Honor, we do not have any evidence, so the charge is withdrawn. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm looking at the pictures they took of me. Did the camera not send the pictures to the judge? Withdrawn, not on my record, the end. So that happens sometimes. Other times they try to get you to do a plea deal. Other times, I will say, word of warning, stay away from Brampton. I had a Zoom with Brampton, and within 2 months. Usually these things drag on and on and on and on and on. Well,
the interesting thing is, like, City of Toronto has just added another 10,000.
They doubled it.
Is it 10,000?
No. It went from 75 to 150, but they issue all these tickets. So they've issued 10,000.
So the point is, Toronto's rolling out all these speeding cameras where it just, like, captures you driving anything over 10 kilometers.
Caught in 4K. You get 11 over, because it's kilometers. This is Canada, folks. So this is just for Toronto. Other municipalities, Toronto, Richmond Hill, we had an issue last week we dealt with. Somebody got a ticket in Collingwood. Because we've helped so many Afghan refugees, they are all now Uber drivers. So they all show up with their parking tickets, traffic tickets, whatever. And if you get a ticket in Brampton, you're in big trouble. Mississauga, I literally got a ticket from parking in the remember that one where they were hooking it up to tow it? Instead of paying for parking at the airport, we parked at the cell phone lot. Walked in, we were coming out and we saw the light, so we ran, said, hey, cut it out. Then we appealed. Then they eventually said the charges were withdrawn because it's been 18 months. Very important if you are in Canada. Is it Ontario or is it all of Canada?
It's all of Canada because the guy, what's the rule? Jordan was from British Columbia. Yeah.
Ah, that's good to know. So the Jordan rule is if your trial takes longer than 18 months, usually they just throw it out. So if you're trying to pay this ticket, when is this ticket going to go to court? It's going to be 2 years, and then they just cancel it. I can show you at some point the stack of tickets that we are, I guess not use the word fighting. You're just appealing. You're just saying, hey, give me a break.
Appealing
I'm
is
11,
a gentle way. Yeah.
11 over the limit.
You don't even
Hello, Eileen.
Yeah, all you can say is, like, please have mercy.
Please have mercy, my Lord. Yeah. And we know that God be merciful to me, a sinner, is a prayer that Jesus said was a good one. So you just say, hey guys, Your Honor, be merciful to me, a sinner. We advocate mercy here, not sorry, I'm on Don Mills
potholes.
And there's nothing but construction here. So that's the scoop. We are going now to the pharmacy because I need some good drugs for my busted arm. Pray for your boy and his busted arm, and for Lucas and his busted stomach. He's recovering. He's got the Tylenol 3s. That is a sunset, man.
It's
Wow.
beautiful.
Praise the Lord. All right,
It's
folks,
waking
this
up.
is the end of Drive with Dad, episode 3. Like, subscribe, and send this to your friend who got a parking ticket or a traffic ticket or stunt driving ticket. That'll be another whole episode on its own. Peace out, homies!